We're taking a deep dive into one of the most exciting developments in aviation, Russia's Yakovlev MC-21. This sleek, single-aisle airliner is designed to go head-to-head with industry heavyweights like the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320. Built by the Yakovlev Corporation under Russia's United Aircraft Corporation, UAC, the MC-21, short for mainline aircraft of the 21st century, is packed with groundbreaking features, from its advanced composite wings to its homegrown PD-14 engines. In this video, we'll explore the MC-21's cutting-edge technology, its role in Russia's aviation ambitions, and why it could shake up the global market. Whether you're an aviation enthusiast or just curious about this bold new jet, you're in for an incredible ride. We'll cover its design, performance, challenges, and future prospects. So buckle up, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more high-flying content. Let's jump into the world of the MC-21. The MC-21's story begins in 2007, when Russia's aviation industry set out to create a modern airliner to replace aging Soviet-era planes like the Tupolev Tu-154 and Yakovlev Yak-42. Developed by the Yakovlev Corporation, a key player in Russia's state-owned United Aircraft Corporation, the MC-21 aims to serve Russia's vast domestic market, spanning 11 time zones, while also challenging Western giants in the global narrow-body sector. The project, backed by Rostec, Russia's state industrial conglomerate, reflects a broader push for technological self-reliance. The MC-21 comes in two main variants: the MC-21-200, seating 132 to 165 passengers, and the MC-21-300, accommodating 163 to 211 passengers, with ranges up to 6,000 kilometers in its original configuration. Its first prototype rolled out in 2016, and the maiden flight followed in May 2017. By 2018, the program secured 175 firm orders, primarily from Russian carriers like Aeroflot, with options for hundreds more. However, geopolitical tensions and sanctions post-2022 forced a pivot to domestically produced components, delaying certification to 2025 or 2026. The MC-21 isn't just about replacing old jets. It's a symbol of Russia's ambition to reclaim its place in global aviation. Next, let's explore the tech that makes this aircraft a standout. The MC-21's most revolutionary feature is its extensive use of composite materials, particularly in its wings. Over 30% of the aircraft's structure, including the wings and parts of the fuselage, is made from carbon fiber reinforced polymers. This makes the MC-21 the first narrow-body airliner to use composite wings on such a large scale. Composites are lighter than traditional aluminum, reducing the aircraft's weight by up to 20% compared to competitors, which translates to significant fuel savings, estimated at 12 to 15% lower operating costs, according to Russia's trade minister in 2019. These materials also resist corrosion and fatigue, cutting maintenance costs for airlines over the aircraft's lifespan. The wing's high aspect ratio, longer and slimmer than typical narrow-body designs, reduces aerodynamic drag, boosting efficiency and enabling operations at high-altitude airfields up to 4,060 meters above sea level, ideal for remote Russian regions. A key innovation is the use of out-of-autoclave composite manufacturing, a process that avoids expensive, energy-intensive autoclaves, making production faster and more cost-effective. Initially, Western suppliers like Hexcel provided composites, but sanctions forced Russia to develop domestic alternatives. In 2021, a fully Russian-made composite wing flew successfully, a major milestone. This technology not only enhances performance, but could set a new standard for aircraft manufacturing globally. Now let's talk about the engines powering this beast. At the heart of the MC-21 is Russia's Aviation PD-14 turbofan engine, a symbol of the country's push for aviation independence. Originally, the MC-21 offered two engine options: the Western Pratt & Whitney PW-1400G and the domestic PD-14. However, post-2022 sanctions accelerated the shift to the PD-14 to reduce reliance on foreign suppliers. The PD-14, developed over a decade at a cost of $1.4 billion, delivers 14 tons of thrust and boasts a high bypass ratio, which improves fuel efficiency by up to 15% compared to older engines like the CFM56. It also meets stringent European EASA noise and emission standards, making it a viable option for global markets. The PD-14-powered MC-21 variant made its first flight in December 2020, a landmark for Russian engineering. While the Pratt & Whitney option remains available for international customers, the PD-14 is central to Russia's strategy of Russifying the MC-21, as emphasized by Rostec's Viktor Kladov in 2023. The engine's unproven track record raises questions about reliability, but its successful integration signals Russia's growing capability. For airlines, the PD-14 offers lower operating costs, while the dual-engine option provides flexibility for global buyers. Next, we'll step inside the cabin to see how the MC-21 redefines passenger comfort. The MC-21 isn't just about cutting-edge tech. It's designed to make flying more enjoyable for passengers. Its fuselage, at 4.06 meters wide, is the broadest in its class, giving it a wide-body-like feel in a narrow-body jet. Larger windows, 20% bigger than those on the Boeing 737, flood the cabin with natural light, while a lower cabin altitude of 1,830 meters, compared to 2,400 meters on competitors, reduces fatigue on long flights. The MC-21's flexible cabin supports multiple configurations, a two-class layout with 36-inch pitch in business class, using premium Safran Z600 seats, and a 3-3 economy setup, or a high-density single-class option for low-cost carriers. Overhead bins are 20% larger than industry standards, and every passenger gets an adjustable air vent, a rarity in economy cabins. The wider aisle, 50 centimeters compared to 45 on the A320, makes boarding and deplaning smoother. Built to operate in extreme conditions, from minus 55 degrees Celsius in Siberia to plus 55 degrees Celsius in desert climates, the MC-21 is tailored for Russia's diverse geography, but versatile enough for global routes. Cabin noise is reduced thanks to the PD-14's design, enhancing comfort. Whether you're flying short domestic hops or longer regional routes, the MC-21 delivers a premium experience. Let's now examine the challenges it faces. The MC-21's journey has been turbulent. Sanctions imposed after Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine disrupted access to Western components, including composites, avionics, and engines, forcing a rapid shift to domestic alternatives. This Russification increased the aircraft's weight by nearly 6 tons, reducing its range to about 2,800 kilometers from the original 6,000 kilometers, according to aviation analysts on X. Certification delays, compounded by the need to validate Russian-made systems, have pushed deliveries to 2025 or 2026. The PD-14 engine, while promising, lacks the proven track record of Western engines, raising concerns about reliability and maintenance. Production capacity is another hurdle. Russia aims to build 36 MC-21s annually by 2029, but scaling up domestic supply chains remains challenging. Without EASA or FAA certification, global sales are limited, though Russia is targeting markets in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. Despite these obstacles, Aeroflot's order of 339 units and plans for 500-plus domestic deliveries by 2030 show strong commitment. The MC-21's lower price, $72 million for the Dash, $291 million for the Dash 300, could attract buyers if Airbus and Boeing backlogs persist. The MC-21's future is brimming with potential. Its debut at the 2021 Dubai Air Show, where it performed a fighter jet-like Ranversman maneuver, as noted on X, showcased its agility and drew global attention. Russia is developing the MC-21-400, a stretched variant with 260 seats aimed at high-density domestic routes and potentially rivaling smaller wide-body jets. If Russia secures foreign certification, the MC-21 could tap into markets frustrated by Western supply delays. Its cost advantage and efficiency make it appealing for budget carriers in developing nations. Posts on X highlight enthusiasm for its composite technology, with some calling it the future of aviation. However, geopolitical barriers and production challenges could limit its reach. By focusing on domestic demand and strategic partnerships, Russia aims to make the MC-21 a cornerstone of its aviation industry, with Rostec projecting 1,000 units by 2037. The jet's success will hinge on proving its reliability and navigating global politics. That's the Yakovlev MC-21, Russia's ambitious leap into modern aviation. With its composite wings, efficient PD-14 engines, and passenger-friendly cabin, it's a bold contender in the narrow-body market. Despite sanctions, delays, and certification hurdles, the MC-21's potential to serve Russia's vast network and compete globally is undeniable. The upcoming MC-2140 and growing domestic orders signal a bright future. What do you think? Can the MC-21 soar past its challenges and take on Boeing and Airbus? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's spark a discussion. If you love this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow aviation fans. For more cutting-edge tech and aviation content, hit that bell icon. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes on the skies.